Hey everyone, welcome back to Market Pulse with FX Videos, the podcast where we break down the latest in the US stock market, give you actionable insights, and help you stay ahead of the curve. I'm your host, FX Videos, and today we're diving into the market action from January 6, 2025, and what you can expect as we head into the next trading day. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just getting started, this is the place to be for clarity and confidence in your financial decisions. Let's get into it. Alright, so January 6, 2025, was a day that kept traders on their toes. The major indices had a mixed session, with the S&P 500 closing slightly up by 0.3%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dipping just 0.1%, and the Nasdaq Composite gaining 0.6%. It was one of those days where sector rotation was the name of the game. Tech stocks led the charge, thanks to some strong earnings pre-announcements from a few big players, while energy and utilities lagged behind. One of the standout stories was Apple AAPL, which jumped 3.5% after announcing a breakthrough in their AI-driven chip technology. This news sent ripples through the semiconductor sector, with companies like Nvidia, NVDA, and AMD, also seeing solid gains. On the flip side, ExxonMobil, Exxon, and Chevron, CVX, took a hit, down 2% and 1.8% respectively, as oil prices dipped on concerns about global demand. We also saw some movement in the bond market, with the 10-year Treasury yield ticking up to 4.2%. This put a bit of pressure on growth stocks early in the session, but they managed to recover by the close. All in all, it was a day that reminded us how important it is to stay nimble and keep an eye on the broader economic picture. Now, let's talk about what's driving these moves. First, there's the Federal Reserve. Investors are still digesting the latest Fed minutes, which hinted at a potential pause in rate hikes if inflation continues to cool. The December CPI data, which came in at 2.8% year-over-year, is giving the Fed some room to breathe, but they're not out of the woods yet. Second, we've got earnings season kicking into high gear. So far, the early reports have been encouraging, with about 70% of companies beating expectations. This is boosting sentiment, especially in the tech sector, where innovation and cost-cutting measures are paying off. Lastly, there's the geopolitical factor. Tensions in the Middle East have eased slightly, which is helping stabilize oil prices, but the situation remains fluid. Any unexpected developments could quickly shift the market's mood, so it's something to keep on your radar. Alright, let's look ahead to the next trading day. Here's what I'm watching: earnings reports. We've got some big names reporting, including JP Chase, JPM, and Tesla, TSLA. These reports could set the tone for the financial and EV sectors, respectively. Pay close attention to Tesla's guidance, it could be a make-or-break moment for the stock. Economic data: the December jobs report is due, and it's expected to show a slight uptick in unemployment to 4.1%. If the numbers come in stronger than expected, it could reignite fears of another rate hike. On the other hand, weaker data might fuel hopes of a Fed pivot. Sector watch: I'm keeping an eye on healthcare and consumer staples. These sectors have been relatively quiet lately, but with the market looking for stability, they could see some inflows. Technical levels: for the S&P 500, the key level to watch is 5,000. If we break through that resistance, it could open the door for a rally. On the downside, 4,900 is the support level to hold. Overall, I expect the market to remain choppy as investors weigh earnings, economic data, and Fed policy. But remember, volatility is your friend if you know how to play it. Alright, folks, that's a wrap for today's episode. January 6, 2025, was a reminder that the market is always evolving, and staying informed is your best defense against uncertainty. As we head into the next trading day, keep an eye on earnings, economic data, and those key technical levels. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. It really helps the show grow. And if you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment below, let me know what you're investing in or what topics you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in to Stock Market with FX videos. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and keep your portfolio on point. See you in the next episode.